What's going on, everybody? This will be the football companion for. Got to turn off that. Hearing myself talk there. Be the football companion for the Super Bowl. So if you want to watch Super Bowl, have a little chat, cut up, have a good time, this is the stream to do that. I am Hellacious J. I'll be your host. Now, note we won't be showing any stream of the football, nor we will be streaming any audio of the football game. But this will be the spot to hang out. And if we have enough people, I will open up a call-in line where we can just get on the phone and just talk. So right as of this moment, they're finishing up singing the national anthem. The Jets are flying over. Won't be long. We'll be at kickoff. So who you rooting for? Put it in the chat. I want to know. Going for New England? Going for the Rams? I mean, who are you rooting for? I think I'm going to put my money on New England. They've been here a billion times, it seems like. So. Be sure to share the link with your friends. That way they can come onto the stream because it's going to be a good game. Like I said, I want to know who you're rooting for. Who do you think's going to win this game? What's the point score going to be? How do you think that halftime show's going to go? I want to know. So we'll give this live stream some time to get out to the YouTube sphere. That way we can get some people onto this thing. Trying to see if my feed's showing up. What up, 303? How you doing, Kevin? Oh, you just uploaded a new video? You watch Super Bowl, just see. Bought a commercial. Yeah, PewDiePie's got the money. He can afford those commercials, brother. Let's see here. I'm going to check out your channel here real quick. I want to see your video. Let's see what we got her. See how I can get this chat to go. So we got 303 Street Machines channel. Let's see here. I'm not seeing the video, my friend. Oh, Kevin just uploaded a video. Oh, you're talking about Kevin Van Voorst. Oh, I'm a dummy. Yeah, I just got the alert for that too. Yeah. And I got to switch between my AirPods. Got to get them to charge. That's how I'm able to listen to this football game while we stream. I'm just gonna leave these both in here for a while because both of them are chirping. No problem though. We'll just keep that turned down. That way it doesn't come across the feed for now. But shouldn't take too long for these AirPods to charge. I got them on a charger cable, so we'll just have to wait it out and see. So who do you think is going to win this game? I'm putting my money in. Well, not my money, but I'm putting it all in on New England. They're here every year. I mean, how many times have they been in the Super Bowl? It's been a while. I mean, I'm not a diehard football guy, but I always make the time to, you know, for the Super Bowl. Did my app freeze? I think my app freezed up. Let's see here. I will close out the app. We will try to bring this back. Oh, you want the Rams to win? Okay. Where's the? Here we go. Watch live. So I'll give my AirPods some time to get charged. We'll see how this is going to go. All right, we're going for the. Gotta flip the coin. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? And I don't have the audio in my ear since my AirPods just died, so I'm just having to go off the screen what I see here. So. All right, here we go. And it's tails. Los Angeles has won. They've chosen to defer. All right. Let's get this ball game started. Or football game, I should say, not ball game. Man, how much charge do I have on these things? Wait, it says that one of mine is fully charged. So it says the left one. Let's see here. All right, so now I can hear it in my left ear now. Sweet. Commercial time. YouTube TV. Yeah, I have a Sling TV. No, you didn't miss anything. Rams deferred the kickoff, so it's about to go down. But I saw that commercial for YouTube TV. I thought about switching over to it. We have Sling, but the pricing is still fairly close. I don't know if it'd even be, worth the switch. All right, y'all. Here we go. Let's get this thing started. Sling TV is actually working really well for me. I'm quite pleased with the product. Now, I did have to upgrade my subscription because some of the sports channels that I watch, like ESPN Plus and all that, I had to kind of upgrade my package so I could see those things. But overall, very pleased with it. Very pleased. All right. Oh, man. Wow. That was a great return. I'm going to turn off closed captioning because I don't need it. All right. First and 10. First play. for New England. Here we go. What's Brady going to do? They're at the 39, 1st and 10. Right up the middle. Wow. Good, good, good. Good play, good play. Man, I mean, if he would have got past that last tackle, they would have got that. We'd already see a touchdown within the first minute of the game. That would have been crazy, but it didn't go down that way. But let's see what we got here. Oh, they better do something. About to run out of time. They did it. Boy, they got that thing right on the clock. See, we got 3 people in the chat or watching. Feel free to comment below. Tell me what you think and what you excited about. Who you think's going to win this thing? Man, good run, good run. Going up the middle again. Oh, man, yeah. That dude had good brakes. To be able to stop and do that turn like that, shoot. Athleticism, my friends. .303 says going to get an interception. We'll see here. Oh! Your feed must be ahead of mine. I thought you were saying that it was going to be an interception, but then it actually happened. So your feed is actually ahead of mine. Okay. Man. Yeah, you're 20 seconds ahead of me. You're waiting for my reaction? Yeah. San Mateo. Going for the pass. Why did he? Come on, man. You were at the out of bounds. You still threw it. Come on now. Don't be scared. Oh, oh, he got hit hard. He got hit hard, man. Man, yeah, I want to see this because he got hit straight in the chest. Boom! Oh, oh, man, watch this. Oh, man, landed on that arm too. Wow, he got hit hard. Should have fair catch that thing, but he didn't. But he didn't. Saw them big dudes about to bust him, and he's like, "I'm scared. I'm gonna run." True gangster would have just held on and called the fair catch. What up, tall guy? How you doing, buddy? How's Kim? How's the family? How's all that stuff going? Yep. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Corey. You grind, dude. I'll give you that. I know. I do parodies and stuff, kind of poking some fun, but you grind though, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, well, I remember back in the '90s, Christina Applegate. Boy, you. I remember what was it back? What was it? Oh, it was the '90s. Uh, Al Bundy and all that. Yeah, so we're just doing this little football companion thing. Watch the game, do some chatting, cut up a little bit, have a good time. So Corey, man, who you rooting for? I take it. I don't know. Wait, who are you going for? So far, the commercials have been pretty good. Oh yeah, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, boy. I want a Benz so bad, but I want one of them AMG GTs. Get one of those in that dark gray. Oh, that's a beautiful car. That one YouTuber Shmee, that dude. I don't think he has one anymore. He had one before, but that thing was the crackles and the pops. Mercedes got that thing down. There was a dealership down in Austin. They had a what was it, a GLC 63 AMG. Man, thing had black and red leather interior. Oh, it was beautiful. I was so tempted just to go down to Austin, but for me that's like 90 minutes one way. That's just too long a drive. All right, Tom Brady, do something here. Oh, he almost had another interception. Oh, Grady, bro, chill out. No more Hellcat unsubscribe. LOL. Kidding. Heading to Wing House. Stay golden, people. Oh no, it's all good, Grady. Okay. Thought you were trolling me for a second. No, it's all good. And given that Super Bowl is kind of a special occasion, you know what I mean? That's kind of why I did the stream. I know it goes against kind of what the channel's about and all that good stuff, but man, it's the Super Bowl. Yeah, Salamandran. That was rough. I seen some pictures of that car. That thing was a crispy critter. And the thing is, Salamandra was talking about getting rid of all his supercars, but it looks like he's recently changed his stance on that. He was there's some video he did like what yesterday? He was test driving some cool car. That dude's got some money though, man. That one car he had, he dropped $1.5 million on that thing, man. Oh yeah, tall guy, yeah. Shmee's good. That dude has so many freaking connections over at so Grady is Grady is trolling. By the way, he's trolling. Oh, so I bet so it looks like Grady Phillips. So wait a second. So Grady, judging from the stuff you putting in there, so let me get this straight. You have 3 YouTube accounts, 2 of which you use for trolling? Come on, dude. So that means that you watched my video then earlier today where I roasted your ass. I called you out, and you wouldn't even call in on my live stream. So at least we know now that Grady, Shane Jensen, and Hellacious Gay are all the same dude. That's pathetic. Dude's got three YouTube accounts. It goes to show what his intentions are. 70 accounts? Oh, man. That goes to show he's a professional troll, people. He has no life. Sad, pathetic man. Make sure you get those Cheetos off your shirt there, bruh. Because you got roasted earlier, and you know it. And the video's there for the whole world to see. So yeah, I'm gonna talk some shit to you, Grady. Odds are you're probably the same account as 572. I bet. How much you want to bet? Probably all the same dude. Sad stuff. But yeah, but we're watching a football game. Yeah, he's a big troll. He's a big troll. I mean, talks about having all them accounts. I tell you one thing: if Corey, if you get in that car and you run it after Bert runs it, I'm telling you, you're gonna get hooked on that stuff, man. And then you're gonna be dropping some mad dollars to do some drag racing. I just hope that Bart doesn't crash. I don't know how much driving experience he has. I mean, from the sounds of it, he seems like he's always been kind of a drag guy, but I don't know how much he's actually done as the driver. I figure he might have been just an engine guy. So I just hope he just doesn't crash your stuff. That was a good play. He was clean and open. That's how you get them downs, baby. It's on CBS, Little Monk. If you download the CBS Sports app, you can watch it there for free. And that's what I'm doing because I got my monitor set up to where I have my computer hooked up to the screen that's on the left. Oh, thank you, baby. Welcome. And then my wife be dropping me off some food. And then I got the CBS Sports app streaming through the other HDMI port, and I have that in this earpiece here. So that way I can hear it. I can still hear y'all, but I don't violate any YouTube stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you're not a racer, man, you're not a racer. I mean, it's not like that just because you have a wicked ride that you got to be out there racing. You know what I mean? It's not like you have to do that. Yeah, I'm coming up on almost 300 subscribers, so trying to think of what I should do to celebrate. Thought about maybe doing some sort of giveaway. So now, Corey, man, now have y'all been able to get any runs in now with the car since it's pretty much done? No, thanks, Corey. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, this whole YouTube thing, it's a weird sort of grind. You know what I mean? It's like in the working world, it's like the grind is the equivalent of going to your job, being the most outgoing guy, trying to be one of the smartest people, learn the most, maybe take on responsibilities. That's that kind of grind when you have like the day job. But the YouTube grind is, I think it's, I think it's so different because you're kind of, it's like this game of psychology, but you're also having to beat the algorithm. If you can figure out how the algorithm works, you can get as big as possible. But the algorithm always changes, so you're always chasing the thing. Uh-oh, Juju in the house. And Corey got to make his money, man. I don't mind people making money. I don't mind that stuff. That's why I wasn't. It's like when the whole 4.99 thing kind of happened. I wasn't mad about Corey and them doing. I knew he was just trying to make some money. I don't know, Juju. I might have to disagree with you on that one because everybody sells out. If you have a job and you're taking a check to do work for somebody else, you've already sold out. So that's kind of how I look at that stuff. Yep, that's true, Corey. You do. But the hard part is just trying to find out what your niche is, how to appeal to those people, and then how to come up with content consistently. That was kind of why I kind of stopped doing. Well, one thing I sold my Hellcat, but the other thing was is that it's hard to come up with a bunch of content because unless you're constantly modding your cars or going to track events, that would be like that's like the only times you can really kind of get out and put out some content. And to do that, you got to have some deep pockets. Oh no, everybody's chasing fame. Seriously, if you're on YouTube and you got a channel, you're chasing fame. I don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to make it on YouTube, people got to know you. Then you're the celebrity, as they put it. No, I didn't pay Tall Guy. He showed up. I was quite surprised. I mean, I know he was a sub of mine. But now Corey though, Corey basically now Corey, you'll film like a day of stuff, but you'll split it up to like 4 videos. No, sorry to hear that, 303 man. No, when getting hurt, that's hard. The problem is when you get older and get hurt, it's harder to come back from it. I mean, I'm 35, and good gosh, and once you get hurt, it's hard to come back. And then the other thing is, Corey, is it's finding these people who have the cars, who have the stuff that's appealing, and then somehow getting the relationship where they'll even give you the time to do the video. Corey will probably agree with me here, but if you don't, Corey, man, just let me know, man. I mean, like your early videos, I saw some of them. You you, it seemed like you were really tired. I mean, I guess it had to do, I don't know, with like work and everything, but but your personality has definitely evolved as the channel has evolved. And let's face it, to you, somebody being nerdy and trying to talk about cars is not necessarily the same as somebody who's putting energy into it. There was like what was there? This guy who was on the web and he was talking about climate change or something. He was doing a big presentation, and he was talking about how the person with the high energy that's talking about the stuff is going to get more attention than the non-exciting nerd who says almost the same thing. It just doesn't work. People don't like to be bored. Man, they missed that. Man, just the very end, that thing went left, man. I mean, I'm glad Corey showed up. I mean, Corey knows I've done parody videos. Now, I've done parody videos, but like I said, I also did that video standing up for Corey and the whole $4.99 thing. My thing about parody videos, I'm just poking fun. It's just like when you and your boys get together. You crack on each other, you laugh, you have a good time. That's not trolling. That's just having a good time. People tend to take the videos that I do as hating on somebody or trolling somebody, and it's not. I would be saying that crap if they were standing in front of me. Corey, like the way Corey grew up, that's how I grew up. I grew up in the hood. I grew up on the south side of the town. The projects were the playground. I talked the lingo. I did the gestures. I did the whole thing. Now, where I'm at in my life, it's a lot different. I don't have to. For me, I don't have to behave in the way I did whenever I was, growing up. But for a lot of people, they don't get that chance to do that. And people don't understand those people. That's why you'll see me say that I find, Corey and Organic, I find those guys, they're entertaining. It's just what it is. Yeah, being yourself is highly important. It's so easy to get caught up in a facade. And I think those facades come because people are always trying to please other people. And it's like, well, when people like you, they like you for who you are. The moment there's this layer of fakeness, that's when you have to really question why people know you. It's kind of like when you talk about people who are very rich, very wealthy, and they have like this fuck ton of money, and they're trying to date. And everybody that they encounter, they're like, well, do they like me for me or do they like me for my money? And the thing is that the money is the layer of fake. Even though it's real money, it's like this weird partition that separates the identity of the person. And so that person will never know. If you stay true to yourself and just stick to being you, you will know that the people like you for being you. And out of anything that you do in your life, they're going to remember you for being you. So like Tall Guy could quit YouTube tomorrow. In years from now, he could be going places and people are going to know Tall Guy. It doesn't mean that they have to remember every car review, Well, I mean, I'm not rich. but I do make good money. Now the Hellcat, when I bought the Hellcat, it was used. I paid $49,000, which is not a bad amount for a car. That's actually almost the norm. Or no, actually, I'm wrong. I think the average people spend on new cars, I think it's like 35 or 37,000. But the car is 49. Now the payment now would probably pay for some people's apartments or condos. I'll give you that, you know. But am I rich? No. But I can tell you that just by myself doing my work, like working, making money, less than one paycheck pays all my bills. And the other paycheck is just variable cash to spend on food and all these things that we can or maybe cannot control, right? And that is a blessing. That really, really is. But, you know, I have a house. Yeah, I got a 2,350 square foot house. My wife has a brand new car. I mean, my truck's paid for, you know. But I can tell you that all my bills get paid. My credit score is like 750. You know what I mean? It's taken a lifetime to get where I'm at. But I'm telling you, I grew up poor. I mean, the house we grew up in, God, gosh, what was it? $30,000. Tiny little house, maybe 1,100 square feet. And you know, my mom still lives there. But I can tell you, when I go to that side of town, I'm telling you, I'm locking my doors. That's just how it was growing up. Yeah, that's true, Corey. That's kind of like I'm 35, Juju. But like, you know, when we talk about like YouTubers that grew up rich, like for example, you know, vehicle virgins. You know, Parker, his dad is a billionaire. You know, so the way that he sees life is not the way that everybody else sees it. Now, does Parker do good content stuff? Yeah, I'll give him that. But the thing is that would it be the same if his daddy didn't have the money? If his daddy didn't buy him that Lamborghini? And odds are, I think his daddy probably gave him inheritance early, because that house he's got in California, I'm telling you, that thing must cost $3.5 million. That property with that house, because he's got a nice house, and like he's got a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Mercedes. He got some money. I mean, don't get me wrong, he makes money on YouTube, but the stuff he's buying, you got to have way more money than that. So that's why I think that his dad maybe gave him an inheritance early. But I don't know how old he is. For all we know, there could have been a trust fund or something that he's just now coming into. But who knows? But he is a smart guy, and he does do good content. I'll give him that. Now, Juju, I don't know how rich Organic is though, Juju. I don't know. The first YouTuber in history. No, I feel you, Corey. I mean, let's be real here. For most people, when they go look at a car, the things they care about are the things that you speak about: how it looks, how it feels, how it drives. And those, to be honest, those are the top three things outside of price, right? But the average consumer is not, they don't care how many liters it has. They don't care how much horsepower it's got. They don't care about that transmission. They just care about the features that make them comfortable and feel comfortable. That's all that really people care about, you know. No, and that's why I'm glad that you stick to being you. I mean, I'm glad for anybody who sticks to being them. Because I can guarantee you, if I went today and I went to a Mercedes dealership and I was like, I want one of them AMG GTs, I guarantee you, when I get in and I drive it, I ain't going to be talking about that horsepower. I'm going to be talking about, oh, son, this thing feels good. It's fast, all that good stuff. And the horsepower is the stuff at the end. Now, it was a little bit of a different song and dance when it came to the Hellcat, because I did all that research on the Hellcat, and that's how I came to know Tall Guy Car Reviews, because it was him and Family Cruising. Those, you two guys, I watched a boatload of your videos. And Corey, I'm telling you, the one that pushed me over the deal to get the Hellcat was the one when you took your boss for that ride. And he was yelling out the window, "He's trying to kill me. Dude, I laughed so fucking hard. I'm like, I've got to get this car, and I'm telling you not. It was the next day I went and got one. But thing about Corey though, you could even, I mean, you could. It would take some relationship building to do. But dude, I mean, think about if you could come out with the tall guy, trim level, and have some custom thing that you do. You and Bart could go in on it. Bart could do the shop, and all that good stuff. And I'm telling you, you could. I mean, that's why you have like these blackout edition trucks. There's a company like, or even like Roush, when Roush did all the Ford, the Cobra Mustangs and stuff, right? You could literally do a tall guy version of that, where it's that wrap color that you have on your car. It could be the horsepower. It could be all that stuff. Well, Dodge may not be hitting you up, but you might want to go hit them up. Or if you produce your own model, then you do it as a pitch. And see, that's the thing though, is that the big YouTubers like yourself, you actually have influence. I mean, think about it. Like with Bart, when you started doing stuff with Bart started getting phone calls to have work done on his car. The power of social media, that's what it is. And if it wasn't for you, he may not have gotten that. There's a kickback in there somewhere. That exposure. But there is a number of ways things that you could probably do. I'm always going to let you do your thing because the thing at the end of the day, whatever you do, you got to own it and control it. Oh God, I mean, like I remember who I think I was telling my wife. I was like, I'm like, the power of social media is unlike any other communication medium that has ever existed. Think about, we'll just say, I don't know, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. We'll talk about the 90s, right? Back when you had a presidential debate, it would take days before you really knew what America thought about a presidential, debate for an election. Now that stuff is in real time. And then like the stuff with Paul, the amount of backlash that dealership has gotten, the power of social media. And it used to be that companies and people could do things and just get away with it. You can't do that anymore. Social media is flat out powerful. It is more powerful than TV. It's more powerful than radio. It's more powerful than the most powerful judge or most successful attorney on earth. It is that powerful. It can make or break anybody. And when it's not coming in your favor, boy, that shit is dark. Oh, almost had another interception. Yeah, I definitely want to get. I definitely want to be healthier. I mean, like today, we started doing a keto diet. My aunt come by and I got the app set up and we picked. Got the food, and so I'm looking forward to getting the weight off. Like I said, I've gotten that weight off a few times, like 3 or 4 times, and I did it with juicing. But the problem is, after I got off the diet, I fell into my old ways. So I want to get back to the weight I was probably around when I got married, which would be about 160, 170-ish. Right now I'm at 240. Now, when I was young, I used to be as skinny as Slim there. I used to be able to eat a whole damn large pizza and not even put on a pound. Yeah, I know, Corey, man. You gotta. I know people just were coming down on you like thunder when that whole thing happened. And so I knew like where I stood on that whole position about the stuff. And I was like, man, I was going through YouTube and I was like, man, every video about the whole thing with the whole 499 stuff, it was just negative, dark, negative, dark. You don't know, there's other YouTubers who were like speaking about it negatively who I actually follow, but just because I follow them doesn't mean that I agree with everything that they say and they do. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the first person to come out here and put up a positive video about this thing. Man, 303, man, the metabolism came to a halt, man, when I hit like 30. Everything slowed down. Everything. But I tell you one thing, number 87, that dude needs to put some more speed into his diet. That dude runs slow. I think I saw a coffin pass him. He's running so slow. Yeah, nobody's. I mean, I know, like with my stuff, like people say that I'm clout chasing, and I'm like, I'm not chasing clout. I'm just trying to make fun. And it's like the thing I tell people, I'm like, when you watch SNL, do you say, "Oh, Alex Baldwin, he's hating on Trump"? No, I mean, good gosh, Trump's giving them like 40 or 50 skits because of his behavior, you know. But that's not chasing clout. That's just trying to be funny. Yeah, that throwdown was a little harsh there. I think he kind of got a little bullied there. Oh, better. Oh, but Corey, man, like you could literally make some extra money if you came out with a program, not necessarily through YouTube, but like your own like website and thing where you share about like the how tos of YouTube when it comes to growing your channel and all that stuff. I'm telling you, dude, you would make a killing off that. Channels, it's like most of the stuff they say they're a year behind, and then everything they talk about now is irrelevant because things have changed. But the stuff that you could share, talk about one, you know, keeping up with content, staying relevant, the grind, all that stuff. I mean, you could literally become a consultant advisor, even in some degrees, and make bank. Because Salamandra, and that's what he does. He does social media marketing. I'm telling you, dude, you could get freaking rich, man. Because I know Salamandra's charging some pennies for that stuff. Because man, I mean, that one car he had, like I said, is 1.5 mil he paid for that car. Man, this Pepsi commercial is pretty dang good. Steve Carell, man, that dude's so damn funny. I heard they're going to be bringing back The Office. Porch Pirates. So far, these commercials ain't bad, but this T-Mobile one's kind of got me snoozing. And I have T-Mobile. Yeah, that is a lot of work. But if you ever need a web guy, man, I'm your dude. That's how I make my money. The company I work for, I have built and had my code and stuff that makes millions. But they're in a different space. So they're in like license plate reading technology stuff. So this thing working? Can't tell if my AirPods are working or not. Because I keep hearing the beep on it, but yeah, we'll keep with it till it dies, but should be charging though. Come on, these AirPods are working. What if I do this? If I do that. It's supposed to be when you open the AirPods by the phone that the little thing pops up. It still says my left one still got a bunch of stuff left in it, so we will go left. Corey, make sure your team don't take too much personal shots at others next time. Like you have big influence to the point where they threaten others. Oh yeah, go pick up E, man, and no, it's all good, man. Corey, have a good rest of your day, man. Hope your family does, all that. Tell Kim and all that we said hello, and hope the rest of your evening goes well. Second and 10. Yeah, 303. Yeah, that's kind of tough, man, because, Corey's just being Corey, and then, if he has people that, are his followers and they go a little off the deep end making threats and all that stuff, I get you there, but the hard part is that there's not much that Corey can really do about that. That's the thing. Oh, you got tapped. And the other thing, 303, it's kind of like when all that stuff with Paul went down, that they had, all these people that was going to the dealership's website, leaving negative reviews and all that. And the hard part about that is that the dealership, if they enter into a lawsuit with or against, against Paul, there's a risk that they might try to come at him for claimed losses. Now, they would have to somehow prove that the followers of Family Cruising somehow cost that company from potential sales, But if I'm mistaken, I looked at some of that dealership's reviews, but that was before the whole thing with the car, and they already had negative stuff, I believe. So yeah, no, I agree with you. It's just it's hard because to change people's way of the way they do things. It's a paradigm shift, but it's hard to shift like that. It's hard to do a paradigm shift. There's so many things that are buried into people's cultures and the way that they are, and it's kind of like the DNA. It's like you're trying to get that certain piece of DNA out of them, Yeah, he could have, but I think if he had a chance to do it all over again, that he would definitely have done it differently. But I know part of that. I have a feeling that it might have been Tall Guy that brought it, put it in Corey's mind to maybe do that $4.99 thing. That's what I mean. That's an assumption. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But sometimes the way you know, it's like a sales pitch. Sometimes that script's got to be just right. But the thing is that when you write a script to sell, you run it by multiple people, people that you know, and then the peeps you don't know. That's how you find out if that message works. And I have a feeling that it might have been just organic that was giving them the script. That's a feeling I have now. Like I said, I can be entirely wrong on this. Oh yeah, yeah, with family cruising, yeah. Well, I mean, even I bet Paul would even have gone it about differently though, because I think if Paul could go back and do it all over again, he probably would not have done the video where he lit the cease and desist order on fire. I think he probably would not have done that. I think he probably would not have called other people's names, even though they were like, you know, childish stuff like poopy head and all that stuff. I don't think he would have done that. I also think that if he had a chance to do it over, that he would not, when it came to the car burn down, that yes, there might be a video on it, but he probably would not have. If he could go back, he probably wouldn't have done a video where he lays the blame. Because let's be real here. Saying that Paul could avoid all the heat he brought against him later. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, he really could have. But the thing is, the drama of his situation, though, that was content. That was views. I could guarantee if he could go back and do it all over again, he definitely would have gone about that a different way. Because now, if they end up in a lawsuit talking about, you know, the dealership's work did or did not cause it, they're going to have to get experts. Because because I don't even know where the car is, the one that burned. Because they'll have to have appointed experts look at it and determine where the fire started. Now, the fire marshal can make some parts of the claim about where the fire started, but it's not like traditional fires. It's kind of like when you have a house fire and the marshal comes out and he does his investigation. He looks for things like what they call alligatoring of wood and things like that, and they can tell from that alligatoring where the fire originated. But now with a car, you don't have alligatoring because it's metal, it's aluminum, it's not wood. So the fire marshal could make one part of the claim, but they would literally have to have some other form of expert to determine that the fire originated in the engine. Yeah, having the kid was a big deal, and if I remember this correctly, his daughter was not even in a booster or a car seat. She was basically sitting butt down in the seat. And who knows, that maybe that might have been part of the child's endangerment. I mean, if you think about it, if he's gunning it and he's got his daughter just sitting in the seat just like an adult would, that's not safe. Keep this in mind. I was a fireman and an EMT for a while, and I can tell you that the seat belts, those things, if they're not worn correctly or worn correctly with an adult, they'll cut you wide open. I've seen photos of people who've had their legs cut off by seat belts, torsos ripped open. I'm telling you, if you don't wear a seatbelt correctly, you're a dead person. And if your child trying to wear a seatbelt in an adult fashion, that's even worse. Even worse. And then if you take into account that if she's sitting in that seat like an adult, that seatbelt is way too high. I bet you the seatbelt, if I'd well, we don't have the video anymore to go back. I bet that it was probably very high on the upper side of her neck, probably up by her cheek maybe. And with her not being properly seated, I could see why I could see why that would turn into a child endangerment charge. Yeah, Patriots are up 3. At least they got it. They didn't pull left on that one. Raul Castro, you like food. I take it you're liking that Pringles commercial? Okay, that Pringles commercial was good. That was good. So how you doing, Raul? You enjoying this game, bro? Oh yeah, yeah. Kids definitely change you for the better. I have 4 children. I have a 12-year-old son, an 11-year-old daughter. I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old daughter. And yeah, kids definitely they change your life. They make you tend the perspective at which you look at life is completely different. It changes how you look at work or jobs or how you make money or how much free time you have or the dreams that you want them to be able to live out. I mean, kids definitely change it for the better. Oh man, they should make sure that Bud didn't have corn syrup in it. Yeah, I've heard people ripping on the Fast and Furious. People saw people talking about The Rock ruined it or something. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Did they say a hot dog and a soda under $5? I'm talking about that's a good thing. Hot dog and a soda shouldn't cost you but 2.50 at most. What is that guy smelling? What was he smelling? Did y'all see that? The kicker was smelling something. He ain't snorting some performance enhancing drug that goes away after he makes the kick, is he? Huh. Yeah, I don't even want to see what I look like 17 years ago. I know I was much thinner and better looking. Had that baby face going on. Oh man. You just busted. You weren't making honey, were you, Juju? I don't know, Juju. If you're out busting 2 of them, dude, you must be young. Get older, you're lucky just to get one out. There was a face mask in there, I thought. Did I miss it? Yeah. Shoot, your record's 11. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna have Guinness show up at your house the day you set the record, and you're gonna have to have somebody sit there and watch you. We'll see see how you do that. Yeah, that was a good play by New England there. Yeah, there was pass interference there. There's pass interference. No, you didn't get called. It looked like when he turned around that the guy grabbed the other one's arms. Let's see here. When he turns and lifts his arms up, the other guy hits his arms. Oh no, okay, he was good. Yeah, he was good. It must have been just that angle that they started out with. The regular stuff won't get you. Oh God, Judy, dude, you're hysterical. you. Oh my God, I can't even read that into the microphone. Don't want to get flagged. Juju's a freak, man. Got some of that ludicrous. That's the other thing about growing up in my generation. We had some of the best music ever.
Yeah, like Rush.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool to get to chat with Corey. I'm glad he ain't mad at me about the parodies, but he gets it. He knows the deal. Oh, not one of these T-Mobile commercials. First one sucked. This one that doesn't suck with it.
That was the.
Yeah, T-Mobile. If your marketing team is watching the stream, fire your marketing team. Fire them. Don't even give them a severance. Just kick they ass out of the company because that commercial sucked. It sucked. If you're going to be spending $1 million, $2 million to run an ad, make sure it's good.
Who's in the Super Bowl?
It's Can you hear me now? Yeah, I had to mute the mic for a moment there. Hopefully, when Corey gets back home, maybe he'll hop back on the stream. It's fun to do a little chatting while his games are going. I don't know. I mean, it's just. I mean, we're just 3 points, But
Who's everyone rooting for?
oh man, barefoot. Well, I think. Well, didn't he call a fair catch or something? No, man, I appreciate it. 303. Yeah, I'm just gonna, as Corey says, be me, do me. That whole thing. It's just at the end of the day, we're all human beings. I don't have some persona, or I'm not the type of guy that if somebody, like organic, man, that dude will flat out blow up on some people, and I don't do that kind of stuff. Now in the comments, I'll roast some people, but if I do like a call in, if somebody calls in trying to troll, man, you can just hang up the phone. No point getting all, dropping f bombs or racial slurs. That's the thing about organic; he'll get racial on you in a heartbeat. Well, I'm not saying that if somebody calls him like a slur that he shouldn't sling it back. I'm not saying that, you know. But the thing is, like Mr. Organic in his streams, man, I'm telling you, half the phone calls are trolls, and if it's not trolls, it's him talking down to people, calling them dummy and all that stuff, and they're just trying to call and talk to him. I mean, he had that one kid called him the other day, and the kid was being nice, but he wasn't treating that kid all that well.
Never.
And then after the kid talked about how he, looked up to him or whatever, then he started changing his tune. But the kid never said that Mr. Organic would have been a douche to that kid.
Knows who's ever been into a kid.
And that's the other thing about Organic. I don't. He can't be making money off YouTube because, frankly, most of the videos he puts out violates YouTube's terms. Now that raises. I mean, if somebody calls me a cracker, I'm not going to get all triggered about that.
That's true.
But yeah, that whole racism stuff. I mean, it's a two-way street. If people just need to lay off just all the stuff. That's like the one thing that people hold on to that they can use as a battle weapon. I'm going to sling some slurs at people. I wonder how much money these people paid to be at this football game. I heard about tickets like before on some Super Bowls being like 10 grand a ticket.
Oh my goodness. I could buy so many tickets.
Oh, so it turns out that troll, the one that I blocked, he's the same as like two other trolls I've dealt with. Apparently, the guy has like a boatload of troll accounts.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's pathetic. He's pathetic. He showed up in the stream here as Grady Phillips, and Grady Phillips was one back when 570 was giving me heat for uh, my videos, and back then I thought Grady Phillips and 570 were the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? They might still be, but Shane Jensen, Grady Phillips, Hellacious Gay. They're
That one was clever.
It was clever. I'll give them that, but they're all the same dude. So the dude's such a troll. He has multiple accounts.
What kind of time
What,
do you
what kind
think
of
in your
sad
hands?
dude is that? You know what I mean?
Maybe you should get a hobby.
Yeah, he needs to get a hobby. Well, he might. Trolling is his hobby, but he got owned earlier and he knows it. So he thought I was gonna block him out of the chat. I didn't block him.
That's the easy way out.
I mean, I could easily block him, but I'd rather spend my time watching a football game than having to block some idiot who's trolling. You're a cool guy, 303. Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of like, when because good gosh, man, I grew up in the hood, and man, I'm talking about, in the projects. I'm telling you, clowning was like 99% of the conversation. That was, I mean, people were always clowning on people. Now, some people would get triggered off that. Next thing you know, they'd be fighting and all that. But considering I was one of only maybe 3 white boys that would be in the projects, boy, you talk about, I caught it all the time. But that's why I see past a lot of that talk. Yeah, people just got. Yeah, I agree. They got to learn to just laugh. Yeah, the whole crying layers. There's too much sensitivity, but it's hard though because it's like you try to raise your kids to be nice, polite, productive members of society, and when they're out there doing the right thing and being good, and then you got the ones who try to bring those people down. It's kind of hard to be like, man, just tough skin, because it's like, well, tough skin doesn't make that other person's actions right. So why should one person have to build a callus when the other should just correct their behavior? Oh man, that dude right there's a funny dude, man. Keenan Pill. Shoot, that was a heck of a show. Yeah, Columbine. I was what was I, a freshman in high school when Columbine happened? I was either a freshman. Yeah, I think I was a freshman. Yeah, that whole deal. See here, it's like so, like at the high school that I went to, right? Um, the not even a week after Columbine happened, there was this group of kids who was literally wearing black trench coats to school. I'm like, you scum of the earth. You know what I mean? 14, 15 kids died from that. See, Mr. Krabs, the member of the member Moar gamer. Okay, what up? What up, Mr. Is it pronounced Mr. Krabs? Yeah, it's a shame that kids aren't even safe at school anymore, and it just shouldn't be that way. Now I know the schools like where I'm at, where I'm located, they have programs where we'll have like fathers who will donate like so many hours a week of their time to monitoring and protecting the hallways. It's a good program. Um, Hopefully they'll adjust the program to where they can maybe open carry. Now I know there would have to be some legal stuff, and they'd have to qualify with the weapon and everything. But I think that would be a good thing. But just there's so much mental health in this world that people just they never get treated, and therefore the problems never get better, or people never make the person aware that they do have problems. And then these people walk around the world thinking that they're normal, and the next thing you know, they end up, possibly doing something that changes the lives forever of families. And it's kind of like, man, when you end up seeing those videos of the Columbine shooters, the utter just the hate that was just that they were possessed by. You could see it in those videos. What was that one school that had the shooting, and then the resource, whoever, like school cop or whatever he was, he basically hid and didn't protect people, and then I think he's like getting sued or something. Yeah, and yeah, I can agree with you there, Juju. This whole thing about race. The thing that bugs me is when people say that they don't see color, and I'm like that's a crazy statement. We should see color. We should be able to see people and to know and understand the things that their race, their people went through. So when people say that they don't see race, they are essentially disrespecting people of color. Boy, you said that dude walking into a bar wearing that outfit, you know that he's a drinker. When he walked with his head forward, you know something wrong. Well, see that's the thing though. 303 is that like racism. I mean, that's stuff that people get taught. That's how when they get brought up. I don't believe that people are born racist. I think it's something that is literally taught. And the thing is, it's gonna, and who knows, maybe in our lifetime we actually may see that change, because as much equality and things as we're having in the equal, the goals to for everybody to be treated equal, regardless of their race. I think we might actually see it in our lifetime. It might be closer towards the end, but we got to get a bunch of these old people. A bunch of these old people got to go die off. They're the ones that still kind of live and breathe this stuff, right? Shane Merritt. Oh no, we were just talking about just like people with hate in their heart and all this kind of stuff. Supercar Seth, what is up? I tell you one thing you want to see and hear about racism. I'm telling you, when Tall Guy did his streams, I kid you not, because since I was a paid subscriber, I was one of the moderators, and let me tell you, the amount of freaking racism in Tall Guy streams, I'm telling you, it bothered me. I remember I got out of that deal, and I just remember telling my wife, I'm like, I am just shocked. I mean, I thought that we were getting past racism, but man, just that one stream, it bothered me. And I was trying to block messages as quick as I could touch, but it just blew me away. Highlight reel, what is up? So how's everybody enjoying this football game? Oh yeah, white privilege does exist. Yeah. But yeah, like white people will never see the privilege because they've never been repressed. I mean, it's kind of like when I got pulled over in my Hellcat. It's like, what would the outcome have been if I wasn't white? It's a good question. It really, really is. Oh, that was a bad throw. Yeah, he's verified. He's the real deal, man. Real deal Holyfield. Oh. I think 28 should have had a little bit more hustle. Who's got the 1 million subs? Is that highlight reel? I'm not sure if it's going to let me click into his, Where I'm at, it won't let me click on him. I'd have to go into the stream or something. Yeah, congrats on whoever's got the 1 million subs, man. Congrats. That's a hard grind to get to that. Bye, police. Oh. Yeah. Let's switch topic here. We'll get off the whole topic of race because I know that can be touchy and try to keep this stream positive. My question, I guess, would be how long did it take to get to 1 million subs? And then, like, what's the trick? Because I know some of these people have a lot of followers or a lot of subscribers. They got into YouTube early, just the right time to start a thing. When I start growing my beard, I've had my beard for 3 years now. Yeah, 3 years. I wish I could grow it longer, but the wife said no. The 5-0 said the no. And my goal is to maintain a happy beard, so I ain't gonna let it grow out. Now, when I get older, like old, I'll go Phil Roberts on it. Oh man, was that a pass interference? No, it wasn't. Oh, it's been more than 3. Is it nearly? Well, I didn't have my beard when I was 30. I had it when I was 31. Yeah, that'd be coming up on. Well, I had back when I worked for that. Did some work for that one guy, Dave. I had a beard then. I want to say I was 31 then, so I'd be coming up on 4 years. Not bad. Oh, I was about to say, saw that coming from behind. 54 snuck up on him like a sniper. Took his butt out. Because I know we might all be out of sync with the play, but my clock currently shows 0:49, so 49 seconds left. That was a good play. That was a good play. Good catch. Oh, that was so low of a throw. Got to get home to the fam next week. Okay. Shane, yeah, my weekend's gone well. You know, I got to do my video, and then I did a stream earlier talking about trolls and all that good stuff. So I've had a fairly productive weekend. Haven't had to do too much, work. I've also been learning about keto diet and all that good stuff. So it looks promising. Oh man. First half is done. Curious to see what this halftime show is going to look like. I don't know. This game's actually been quite tight. So, well, isn't like Maroon 5 and all? Aren't they part of the what's on the halftime show this year? I think they are. Loser does dishes and laundry for a week. I don't know. I'd be too scared to make that kind of bet. I work like during the week. I do my 14-hour days. Last thing I want to be doing is anything extra. Oh, so Young Sheldon's got his own show. Holy smokes. Every time we heard that, great power comes great responsibility. With less power comes poor representation. Bazinga! Now, frankly, if I had touched laundry, it would all turn out different colors and shrunk. Laundry is not my skill. Um, no, I haven't done a video on that 303. I mean, I got into cars when I was a kid. I mean, like I said, that like back when Need for Speed first came out. Because when I was a kid, my favorite car, well, it went from the Viper to the McLaren F1. I mean those two cars, but I'll never be able to have a McLaren. I mean, I'd have to be a billionaire to do that. Oh yeah, if I put in the same amount, yeah. But no, I still want to get my hands on a Viper. I mean, right now I could go buy a late '90s or early 2000 Viper. The cutoff would be about year 2002 because when they went to that body, the next generation after '02, that body style, I did not like it, not one bit. But another thing, I think it's going to be hard to find a Viper that's 2013 and up because since they quit making the Viper, the value of those things are going to go up. There you go. Well, I remember growing up, we had the original Nintendos. We went from Nintendo to a Sega Genesis, and then a Sega Genesis to a PlayStation. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that they discontinue it, but Driveway Demons keep saying that they're going to be bringing it back. My problem is if they do bring it back, it's probably going to be way too expensive. I mean, it's like those ACRs are just beautiful cars, but they're like 150 to 200 G's, and it's like, eh. The most I'm comfortably willing to spend on a sports car is 75. I could spend more, but I don't. I get a little uncomfortable once you get above 75,000. But I have been keeping my eye outs for maybe some Porsche 911s or a seven or a Cayman GTS, or I mean, not GTS, a GT4. Well, that's what Driveway Demons was talking about. They were talking about they were going to go from down to a V8 engine. Yeah, it's still. Well, I mean, if they did put it off for a while, that'd help. I could save up some cash, to put towards it. Be a cool car for the channel. I mean, I wouldn't want to do just car content. That's already, like I said before, that's already kind of a hard grind. But I think it'd be a cool thing for the channels because I still want to go to the car shows. I still want to go to the meetups. Yeah. Well, the other thing that the Driveway Demons talked about was that they were talking about coming out with a basically a Hellcat truck. Now, if they came out with a Hellcat truck, I might be all over that too. I don't know. The Prowler was There's a guy one city over who has a Prowler. I want to say he owns a car wash. The Prowler was a beautiful car, but to me it didn't seem practical though. Did that thing even have a trunk? I don't know. I have to go look. It might have had a trunk, but if it did, that sucker was small. Yeah, if they brought back the Lightning or if they did another one of those Shelby editions. Because the Raptor's a badass truck. But the Raptor's just so expensive, though. I mean, because right now you can get a 2019 Ram Limited for loaded for like 60. So I would think if they did a Hellcat, some sort of version for that, it'd probably be a $75,000 truck. But a car that's also quite practical is that 718 Cayman Porsche. I mean, you got a trunk and a frunk, and it's actually quite deep. Well, like me, I wanted to do a custom truck build, where I did a big old lift kit and everything on it and all that stuff. But then I got to read about how hard it is to get a lifted truck insured, and it was enough to put me off. I've had Progressive for years, and they don't insure lifted trucks. Yeah, yeah, the Panamera that is a beautiful car. I like the ones that have what I think it's like called the executive trim in it. Those back seats, it's got. I mean, the back seat's the place to be on that thing, man. Now I know people talked about the. Some people say the Panamera is ugly. I think it does the way they stretched it. It did somewhat look funny, but it was still somewhat quite unique. Uh-oh, halftime show, baby. The question is the band really, really playing? I mean, it looks like they are, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one there, 303. Now I did there's a dealership up in Dallas called Autos of Dallas, and they have they have this BMW 7 Series, and that thing was pretty sweet. My thing about BMWs, I just hate how the front of it looks. That grill area looks like just nostrils. It's weird. Okay, so he puts on a guitar and he still holds the mic, dude. If you're gonna put the guitar on, play the guitar. Put that dang mic back in the stand, son. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I think he was really playing it. The timing of it was pretty spot on. But I can tell you one thing: trying to play lead guitar and then walk at the same time, that's a challenge. And note, I've been playing the guitar for 23 years.
I have to finish out.
Oh, you're not watching it now?
No. Watching Supernatural.
You know, Kevin Van Vorst, he be liking this one right now. That's his music right there, man. I do have some videos on the guitar, but they're on my Facebook. I don't have any on YouTube. I could probably make some though. I thought about writing some of my own intro music. I tell you what, if I be running around on stage, I'd be afraid about falling on my face and looking like a fool.
You can do that just standing up. What is he wearing?
Yeah, what is he wearing on his waist? Like a. Yeah, he should have lost whatever that thing is that he's wearing. Oh, he was confident trying to fall back into the thing like that. Didn't even look. What's up, Raul Duke? I don't have no idea what you put there into the chat. You're going to make me go on translate.google. Okay.
I don't think it transfers accurately.
Now, I started playing the guitar when I was 12 years old. So I started playing in December of 96.
Watch it here.
From Moscow. Okay. Cool. How is life in Moscow? No, it's only halftime. To think how relaxed and confident you got to be to perform like that in front of that many people, knowing the whole, but basically all of America's watching.
Yeah, but he's like a god, so.
Well, they got a bunch of drones flying them things around.
So cool.
Yeah, it spills love. That's cool.
That's your goal, babe. Remember these songs and sing it to me by Valentine's Day.
You're funny. Uh-oh. Rolling up in the caddy. Y'all look, Mr. Organic showed up at the Super Bowl game. Why ain't his beard green? Is that who Mr. Organic copies his look off of? It looks like it. Yeah, go for it, 303. The only way you'll ever know how it gets received is just to do it. That's the thing. Somebody just caught them a sweaty leather jacket. Say, Organic, if you're watching this, you look at that dude's chain. That's what real money is when you put it into a chain. It doesn't turn your beard green. Remember, that fake gold will turn your shit green, son.
Can you sing that?
My wife asked me if I could sing. I don't know if that's my kind of music to sing, though.
It is if I say it.
My wife's a trip, y'all. This is where he gets molested on stage. Look how they're all reaching out trying to grab his junk.
Hell yeah. I mean,
That's how they get that high note out of the brother. Grab his nuts and that's what it worked from Michael Jackson. Well, I mean, if you do your own thing 303, you're not necessarily blending in. You're just being you. You know what I mean? Now, the thing about YouTube though, it's like everybody, everybody's all blent in. Oh no, he took off his shirt.
well, yeah.
If this was back when Elvis was alive, this shit would take TV off. They'd cut the stream. But you know his butt was working out hard, trying to make sure he was in shape to do this shot. He might have been a little pudgy a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's true. 303. The wives are the master puzzle. They're the big piece. I just fill up a little corner. That's all. Yeah, that's right. Elvis had to be recorded from the waist up. They didn't show that shit. Could you imagine if Elvis was alive today? Wait, how old would Elvis be? Elvis would probably be in his 80s now, wouldn't he?
I think so. His wife's in it.
And then they would like bring him on to do the do the Super Bowl, and he'd be out there talking about the prison. Yeah, man, one thing about Elvis, that dude got fat. He was fat and on drugs. I'm gonna steal a line from another comedian, but man, what were they putting in them drugs? Gravy? What's the deal? What was he doing?
All right, you can have this back. I don't care anymore.
Man, that new Supra, man, that thing is ugly. Has no power. I'm not impressed. And I think the old Supra looked amazing. That one there, not good. Not good at all.
It's a chick car.
Now, there's one car that I would like to have because it would be the one of the rarest things I would probably see where I live. But Genesis has a concept car they've been working on. What was it called? Let's see here, Genesis.com. But it's a concept car. And it's an all electric. Let's see here. Let's see here. What's it called? Where is it? The Essentia. Genesis Essentia concept. That thing has the doors like the McLarens have. That thing looks amazing, and it's all electric. It's got a beautiful like swooping body design concept. And let's see here, see if I can find me a picture of it. I want to find one from at the auto show. Yeah, I'll put a link here in the chat. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. Let me do a bit.ly link on this thing. Just paste it, shorten it. Did it shorten it? There we go. We will copy that. I'm going to post this into the stream. So check out that link. This is just to Google Images, but it'll show you pictures of that Essentia concept. The back of it is what I like. Yeah, the side profile on that thing is sick, but the back of it, look at the back of it. That thing, awesome. And this is a shot of the interior. Ew. Oh, I think it's stunning. But I just love that back shot of it. That is just that's dope. They're saying it's supposed to be like all inclusive for like I want to say they said 73,000. I'm like, that's 73,000. Oh, I take my money, just take it. But I tell you one thing, if they come out with that, I can guarantee you it will be a while for you see them everywhere, and that'd be the reason to get it because ain't nobody else gonna be driving something that crazy. Because people are gonna be like, oh, it's made by Genesis. Genesis is owned by Hyundai. Who cares? If it looks bad at the bone, you know.
I would just drive it more than you would.
Yeah, my wife says she would drive it more than I would. She would. Check out the doors. It's got those doors that open up like that. There's a video of it on YouTube.
10-year anniversary present for me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Wife said a 10-year anniversary present. Would y'all believe that? She wants a car. I thought she wasn't a car chick.
But that's not a car. That's like.
That's like that's something from out of this world.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how it would do on performance. I mean, if it's all electric, I mean, it's gotta compete with the Tesla somewhere. Would you get in a right-hand drive Super from Japan? They're 20. I would. The old Supras were great. I mean, those were some of the best supercars from back. What was it, the 90s? I mean, badass cars. I mean, I remember like the old Acura NSXs. Bad to the bone car. I mean, now the ones they have out now, they're all right, but I think they're a little overpriced. It's like an Acura NSX now is like $150,000, and that's the thing. Is like if I was a manufacturer, I'd want to see more people in my cars. You know what I mean? That's what Elon Musk wants to do. He wants to see everybody driving a Tesla. He says better get the wife something for the anniversary for sure. She don't need nothing. She got it all. She got me. No, I'm joking.
Community service.
Community service. Oh, yeah. Y'all hear that? She clowning. She's saying being married to me is community service. My feelings are hurt. I've been trolled.
You gonna do a parody on me?
I'm going to do a parody on my wife. Here's a plot with the twist. I would LS swap it. I mean, you could. Wouldn't cost you that much. Yeah. Oh no, my wife. She's got jokes. I have taught her well.
Oh, whatever.
I've taught her. I've taught her well.
No.
All my parody videos she told me not to do, and I did them anyways. And look who liked them. See. So when she says something is not funny, that translates into the real world would find it funny. Told her about one that I want to do. She's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, why?
The gross one?
Yeah, the gross one. I don't know if I've already shared this with you. 303.
You did. You shared it yesterday.
I shared it yesterday. Okay, then it's known what the parody would be. I still don't like that Amazon logo. That supposed arrow that goes from A to Z, it don't look like no arrow to me. Looks like somebody got a curve to the penis. That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't everybody do that?
No. Something tells me that she is the one with the funny bone. It trickles down. What's the joke again? Okay, so the parody. So Mr. Organic's always talking about that he likes to toss salad. Talk about that he's nasty and all this stuff. So the parody would be just a close-up on his face, and then he'll be saying like, hey girl, let me lick your booty, and then you hear a fart, and then he gets sprayed with poop, and then he like smells the poop, and then he starts to gag and throws up. I think it would be hysterical.
That's disgusting.
That would be hysterical.
No.
Think about it. This dude's talking about all this crazy stuff. He talks all the crazy. Got the green beard, then he gets poo-poo on his face. Oh, come on.
Green beard's from chlamydia. No. See? It'll get flagged. Don't even bother.
It would get flagged because Organic would flag it.
No, because it's nasty.
People be flagging everybody for everything on YouTube. I wonder which thing it would violate.
Everything.
Because it's not promoting hate or anything like that. I guess it might be vulgar, maybe. But wait, it wouldn't be vulgar. I mean, if you say toss salad, that's not vulgar. So that wouldn't be that. I don't know. It'd probably be graphic content. I bet that's what it would be. But it would only be graphic in your mind because the stuff that would be sprayed on would just be like just dark water. Maybe have a real salad thrown at you will fly. Yeah, that'd be what it is. He'd be like, "Man, let me toss your salad." And all of a sudden, it zooms out, and then they're like making dinner. He's like, "Say, girl, man, I'm nasty. You know, I like tossed salad. You know, no booty shown."
I support that video.
Or no. This is what we do. I dress up as 3, and I go places, and I just walk up to people and say, "Yo, dog, can I toss your salad?"
Oh, you were gonna get punched.
That would be so funny. I would go to the produce section of the HEB, and I'd be like, "Say, girl, let me toss your salad." Smack. Oh, that's where no, you should be in it. I should walk up to you and ask it, and then you slap me. See. Look, you hear that? She want to slap me. She want to beat me up. We have one parody that we want to do, which would involve her slapping me.
Do I get to actually make contact though?
See, he says, "There you go. That'd be funny." See. 303 says that'd be funny. It'd be like one of them pranks. Could you imagine? See, the thing is, you got to go walk up to some old people. You got to go find some old lady. Be like, it's like, "You ever had your salad tossed?" She's like, "I love going to Olive Garden." No. You ever had your salad? My wife does not think my videos are funny at all. But when I show her the comments I get in the trolls, she just shakes her head. So now whenever I have an idea and I just start laughing or giggling, she's like, "Oh my God, well, what are you thinking?" Because the stuff that goes through my mind, shoot. Uh-oh, man down. Man down on the play.
I don't think I might want to be seen on your videos.
You're in one of them.
Barely.
See, she don't support me. Sad face.
Really?
Man, this is like a sad commercial. Come on, get to the spunk of it. Some of them Kias look nice now. Kia's come a long way with their styling. I mean, they were the ones who made the cheap cars that you could buy for under 10 grand 20 years ago. But now they got some cars that actually look pretty nice. Really? You want people to be driving their Kia through a washed over road?
Aquatic, you don't know.
See, now somebody's going to go do that in a Kia and they're going to die.
If you're off-roading in a Kia, there's so many other issues with that.
We just watched Kia go through. Yep, we just saw Kia go through 4 feet of water. Yeah, Kia is what you bought. But see, the thing about those Kias back when they were just cheap, you could get a Kia for, what was it, like $7-8 grand brand new with 100,000-mile warranty. People bought that stuff up. Now you're lucky if you get a 2-year warranty or a 5.
Got my phone. If we say something stupid, I'm gonna comment. Oh, what happened?
Man, he's still down. That's a barter right there, Van. Well, I mean, the thing about football is just that it's just a ton of head trauma. Now, I'm not. There's something about him being cussed before, but this one, obviously, his arms hurt. But So if somebody makes a YouTube video talking about that guy getting hurt, is that clout chasing? Yeah, at least you watched them fight. But I'm telling you, I love UFC, man. You talk about some head injuries there. Man, you talk about seeing these people getting punched right on the ear, a kick to the neck, and they are out.
Oh, that one MMA player who escaped the prison bus.
Mm-hmm.
They finally caught him.
They caught him.
Mm-hmm.
Probably went too hard to spot him. Probably has his wrists tied together.
No, I think he was. I think he got it off or whatever. But yeah, that guy was scary.
Oh, that had to be pass interference. No, man. Pass interference has gotten a little light lately.
So where's 303 from?
Now, 303, you said you were in Denver, right? Yeah, Denver, yeah. The wife was asking. So he can be watching this football game high as a son of a gun. That's what, see, that's what it is. Everybody just needs to start smoking a little weed, chill out. And then they should go watch YouTube videos. Could you imagine watching some of my videos high? That'd be crazy. Really? I figured, well, I could see that because if it does alter your state of mind, you got a weapon and controlling the vehicle. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But I would still think you should be able to still smoke it and be a CDL holder. I just don't think you should have your weapon with you, that sort of thing, you know. Did his mouthpiece pop out? What was that thing that flew off? Yeah, somebody's mouthpiece popped out. Oh no, his chin strap came off. Or was it a mouth guard? I saw some strips hanging off of it. Good play. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, that was a hard hit. Yeah, that whole heroin, man, that stuff's no joke, man. It's like these people get on and then they're in a state when their body just they can't live without it. There's some guy that he's like some sort of first responder, and he literally carries legal, medical heroin or something, and then he'll find these people just out cold on the streets, and he'll give them that stuff, and then they'll come back. But heroin, that's a scary drug, man. Yeah, fentanyl's really bad. Um, yeah, because back when I was in EMS, fentanyl was another one that people were addicted to really, really bad. Oxycontin was another. Um, yeah, but that fentanyl's a super strong drug. Now, one of the reasons that they used to give people fentanyl is that if they had a traumatic injury in the field, it's better to give somebody what was it? I think you gave somebody fentanyl before you gave them morphine because morphine would make them. You would risk having somebody nauseous and throw up. Fentanyl, you didn't have that problem.
I need another chair in here.
I need to get a new chair. This one's almost done.
How?
Watch the screw areas on the side.
It's not an old chair.
Just because it ain't old doesn't mean it doesn't break. Oh shoot, man! When I did fire EMS, shoot, that was some of the funnest, but also the most depressing time of my life. You get some crazy stuff now. Oh, he showed off catching with one hand. Ain't he proud? Ain't he
I mean,
proud?
that was pretty cool.
Oh god, here we go. T-Mobile.
Okay, that one's not bad.
The con. Well, the thing about a femur fracture, your femur is the strongest bone in your body. The thing about when you go through through your legs, there is arteries that run very close to the femur. So the problem is when the bone breaks, it goes from being connected to going over each other, and it's when that happens that you risk severing an artery. So what we used to have to do in in the field, you have to do a traction splint. So the traction splint, you'll one part will be strapped to just above. I think it's just above the knee, and then you have one around the heel, and then you have this little thing that you wind it up, and it pulls the leg out, and it's supposed to make the bone meet up at the ends properly. Because when it's off like that, it'll literally sever the artery. So yeah, if somebody gets a femur fracture, there's a great chance they could bleed out. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely lucky, dude. You're definitely lucky.
What's this?
Yeah, women are tough. I know my wife. She's had to deliver babies without the meds. She tough.
Yep.
Wait, wait. They said tell your ride, give it everything.
I don't know.
That's
I can't
stupid.
do
So
that.
they want people talking to cars. Hey Kia, give it everything. There's a parody. I'm talking to it, but it ain't doing nothing.
To make a joke right now.
What? Oh, the wife's got a joke. She didn't want to say it. I think her head's in the gutter somewhere.
No, it was just mean.
Oh, she says it's mean. It must be directed at me then.
Yep.
Yeah, broken ribs. That's another one super painful. I'll probably take the femur over the broken ribs any day. As far as pain, not risk to life. No, broken ribs are that's one of the most painful injuries. Well, the thing is, like when women go to have babies and stuff like that, there's a form of adrenaline and stuff that gets dumped. The adrenaline is part of what's makes them able to carry, handle so much pain.
You ever broken anything big?
I broke my nose.
Aside from that?
Nothing else. I've dislocated my finger 7 times,
Wow.
but never really broken anything else.
I've broken too many things. Look, they're hugging. Had a bro moment.
This game is still too close.
As in nothing has changed.
I mean, it's 3-0. I mean, it's
I cannot handle another Patriot win.
yeah. The thing is, when you have a traumatic incident, or broken, stuff like that, where it really impacts your life, you start realizing, all the things that you might put to the side because they are blessings, they are life, but they become so norm that you just kind of forget about the important things. I think it's easy for that to happen. It's easy to get sucked into something. But like in your situation, you have injuries, you have things that are taken away from you. It just makes you self reflect because
Oh, I like this commercial.
Now think about this commercial. This is the type of video commercial that a troll would thumb down.
Boo happiness, that kind of thing.
And then you would have one person saying, "I wish you would have died." You know, dang trolls. This commercial is hilarious. Oh, okay. Devour frozen foods. That was good. That was great. Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The girl got pipes. Girl play that piano.
People are automatically more attractive if they're musical. Don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I know when I was younger, I didn't understand so much like why people drank. Then I got older and started to realize, okay, well, this kind of makes sense why they drink. And now I enjoy a drink, but is it good for my health? Nah, it's not.
Especially not what you drink.
But once you get that stuff out and you kind of detox from some of those things, it helps clear your mind. See, we got 5 people watching. If you ain't made your way to the chat, say something. Tell us who you think's gonna win. Who you rooting for. Who you hate. No, let's not do any hate. No hate. No hate. Back that up. Rewind. Cut that out of the stream.
Courtney and Harley, they're Patriots fans.
Oh, they are?
You might have to disown them.
You know who Brady looks like? He looks like David Van Vorst. Think about it for a second. I think David Van Vorst has got a doppelganger. Good play. Yeah, I'd like to help. I'd like to help Corey in some way. I mean, if he ever needs a web guy to do his web stuff, shoot, I'm down. We could work something out because he's going to need it. If he wants to be able to go to the next level, he's going to have to do that. Now, the thing is, going to the next level, that means he's got to take some chances. That means he's got to spend a little money, and do some things. Because it's just what has to be done. If you try to do it safely, you're not going to get it. You're not going to hit the numbers. You're not going to hit the home runs you need to hit.
This is David Van Vorst.
Do it. Yeah.
He's pretty.
David Van Vorst, if you're watching, my wife thinks you're pretty. No fucking allowed, okay?
Because that was on the
Keep it clean. But and the thing is, I think Corey is at his plateau. I think he's at the top of what he can make of the top right now, and he's got to step out. He's got to do something just a little bigger. Oh God, Juju. So what'd you watch this time, dude? Because you talked about you've got to switch it up. Yeah, but I want Corey to succeed. I really do. His story is quite remarkable. Most people that have been in his situation, they never get to where Corey is now. Oh, just by watching my live chat? Oh gosh, honey, I think he saw you. Oh, my wife's not familiar. Apparently Juju's nut count is a record of 11, and he's at 7 right now.
Hey.
So you still got it, love.
I was not
She was clapping.
I was not seeing on it. This has nothing to do with me.
It has nothing to do with you. Oh, so Juju, it's me then.
You are pretty.
That's what it is. You like my little messed up hair back here. That's just what it is. That's what got you going, son. Oh, that arm up is just so... Oh, yeah. That arm up has an effect on people.
Well,
I mean, come on. Don't get too wound up, son. Don't get too wound up. Show you some cleavage. Now I'm going to get flagged for inappropriate content. They were like, this guy's showing his chest hair. Got all this sexy going on. There's a whole lot of sexy going on.
wow.
What song was that? was like a whole lot of shaking going on, but I just rewrote it, made it my own. Simon Cowell, hear that, son? Give me a contract, bitch. I'm a troll, but I ain't gonna disrespect. Dude, you're fucking hilarious, man. Oh, Chris, you back? Just stooping in to say hi. I got to go to bed for work, man. I understand how it is, man. Glad you got to drop in to say hello. Hope you sleep well. If you not, do what Juju just did, and you'll sleep all night.
This channel promotes self-touching.
So, so this guy has to circle every row. Come on, that's a little bit of a douche mood. See, Anderson showed the love and respect to other people. Oh, oh God. Oh, so Kevin had a stream. And you were trolling him, Juju. Yeah. Oh, you didn't get blocked. Oh my gosh, I have to go follow up on that. See what you did, Juju. How long till you can say something again? How long do they block you for? Like a day, an hour? What?
He said he didn't get blocked.
Oh, he didn't get blocked. Oh, that's right.
Man, can't you read?
See, my wife be trolling me. I can't be watching Kevin Van Vors's live streams. I end up donating money to the dude. Hell, one time I donated $50 on a super chat just so I could tell a dirty joke, and it was legendary.
Are you sure?
Oh, it was legendary.
Juju, perfect
Huh.
timing.
Huh. So you you got the cops to show up to his deal, man, Juju. That's messed up. So Juju, you must be in Amarillo then. You're in Chicago. Well then, so how did you know where he was and if he was racing? Is he up in Chicago? I'm not familiar with his schedule. Oh wait, he did. I thought yeah, he might have mentioned about some of Chicago. Juju went corner by corner, called the law, and the law won. Yeah, there was like 55 mines the other day. They said it was colder there than it was on Antarctica.
Can't remember which one it was.
Kevin Van Vors's wife's pretty stunning.
So she's the one that we got the.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Couldn't remember which one.
I hope Kevin has good success with that gym they're going to be building. Supposed to be out in, what do you say, October? A $10 million facility.
Dang.
They going all in on that shit. Hope it works for them, though. I still want to go up to Amarillo and hang out with Kevin Van Voris. He said he was down, but it's like a 6-hour drive. And the shit we would get into, oh my God.
Bring bail money.
I would be such a badass enabler. Yeah. Juju ended up getting me locked up. Yeah, the Van Voris brothers, man, they're legit, man. They know their stuff. But Kevin's killing it, man. 30 years old, crushing it. He will make the billionaires list. I'm telling you, people, he will become a billionaire. He'd be a baller. He already is, but yeah. His wife is all right. Juju, what you smoke? Juju, you must be high.
He's a thing for you, babe. She's not his type.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my wife said, see, Kevin's wife don't appeal to you, but I do. Man. He spent all that super chat money on fake breasts. Dude. Kevin, if you're watching this, your wife is stunning. Good job, sir.
Agreed.
I'm pretty sure Juju would drink her bathwater if he had the chance.
Because porn's the real stuff. You're hating on boobs.
Juju, you're a broken man, dude. Yeah, everywhere Juju goes, he's got porn streaming live. He's got porn as his voicemail. Oh, man. Yeah, quarterback sack. Probably would, Juju. It would probably be dangerous if we ever got together because you get me started, I can't stop. I'm off the chain as it is. Half the time my wife saying, no, Jordan. No, Jordan, don't say that. Just don't say that. Abdo, you trying to hijack my stream, son?
You're already streaming the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're watching it right now. I got it on my right screen. And I'm doing it legally. Well, I want to go back to Chicago. When I was there several months back, I had a blast. Stayed at the Hilton. They had a little Weber grill downstairs, which was delish. Went to some something. What was it called? Something on the rooftop. This little rooftop like bar and grill. Delish. The pizza was delish. Everything was delish. And is just I loved it. I want to go back.
Not when it's winter.
Never walked so much in my life till I went to Chicago. I must have walked 25 miles in 3 days. Sure, Juju. Sure you were. They always confess before they defend. It's the truth. Oh wait, I didn't see you before. Oh, okay. Did you mention me 14 earlier? I didn't see that earlier. Juju's 32 and a freak.
What the hell?
Yeah, that was a weird commercial. Come on, all that breaking board stuff, that's so stupid.
The spinning jumpy kick thing.
Well, I'll give him the spinny jumpy kick, but good gosh, this whole breaking board stuff. You hit it with the grain of the wood, yeah, it's going to break. I've always wanted to go to Colorado. I've never been to Colorado. But if I'm ever at that way, I will be sure to hit you up. There's Bezos, the richest man in the world. He's getting divorced, and hopefully that divorce doesn't wreck his company. But he succumbed to temptations of other women, or supposedly. Heard he was like flying some chick around one of his private jets. So hopefully him and his soon-to-be ex will be staying friends, because she could totally F him over when it comes to Amazon. Because I think he owns, 16% of the stock? If she got crazy and just sold her half off, then they could do a hostile takeover, and he would be done.
She's petty enough. I mean, that's
smart. Oh, my wife, she's a trip. She's a trip.
You know it's true, though. You could not be married to you.
Oh, I could so be married to me. If I was married to me, oh my gosh, I would roll with the punches. We'd make everybody uncomfortable. But they would laugh. For fun, we'd go to the grocery store and mean mug people.
Why?
It works whenever you got people staring at you. See, the thing is, my wife, she'll go to the grocery store and got all these dudes always hitting on her. So when I go, she tells me, then I mad dog them, and they get all uncomfortable.
I have to actually know that.
I just stare them down. They look at me. They look down. They look up. I'm still staring. And then they walk the other direction. And I win. No. She and I have been together since 2000 or December 2008. That's when we first met or dated. We didn't date long. We had just 3 months later we got married.
That's true. And now I'm stuck.
And now she's stuck. just re-upped my benefits package at work. I'm worth more dead than I am alive. See, now the food's going to start tasting weird. Start developing these weird twitches and itches, and then I'm going to just die. She's going to get a cool $1.5 million.
Nah, I still get a job.
See,
I'm all about that.
$1.5 million. You could go without working for a little while.
Not with 4 kids, I couldn't.
Yeah, you could.
No.
You could get easily 10 years out of that money.
No, I have to marry somebody else. I do not want to deal with dudes anymore. No, thank you. I'll pick a chick next if something happens to you.
Yeah, that was a good play. There's 2 people I'd love to get high with.
Oh, God.
One is the Joe Rogan, and the other, Cat motherfucking Williams. I be telling you, boy, just hit that joint, and you'll be feeling great. Cat Williams, love you, bro.
You should get high with my mom.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You two would be hysterical together.
We all have to pay our dues in marriage. That's what it is. We all got to pay our dues. We got to put up with some shit we don't want to put up with. It's like a bad manager. You just got to put up with it.
I'm just collecting good karma.
Oh, man, 18 months of shoot, boy.
That's
Yeah.
a good fun age.
That is a fun age. That's when they got the walking down. It used to be that you could just leave them in a room and you could come back and you could guarantee they would be within 2 inches of the spot you left them at. Once they're around 18 months and them legs are working, you just look up and they gone. And then you're panicking, like, where's the kid? Where's the kid? Where's the kid? He's in that room. How did he get in there? He climbed it. He climbed it. But but I would tell you, Juju, whenever they get older, is kind of nice though, because you can do things or go places, and they are responsible.
You can pay him to do chores.
Oh yes, sir. We pay ours to do chores. Like, you want to make an extra $1? Go pick up dog poop. Yeah, yeah. See, Juju, the thing is, like, I did fire EMS for a number of years, and I found the danger in everything. And then the drawback is that I'm still kind of that way, so I'm kind of the party pooper
Yep.
when it comes to, just letting kids be kids.
Yep.
Like, balloons terrify me, because I had a 14-year-old kid bite one, and the piece that popped off went down his throat, and he suffocated to death. So, like, I see the bad in everything. Yeah, I was an EMT. Yeah, and I got out before I ever had the desire to become a paramedic or a intermediate. Yep, I was on the ground unit for a total of nearly 4 years, and of course the unit that I worked on was a basic life support unit. We did 911 calls and all that, so we got to get hands on. Now you have the ALS units. Yeah, it's like, you ever want to know what hard work is? Go do freaking EMS, because I'm telling you, it seemed like we would always get like the 400-pound guy who would like pass out, and he'd be stuck between the dang toilet and the shower, and it'd take like 7 grown-ass men just to get him up, just to be able to get him onto a stretcher. And then if he was heavier than that, you had to get the hydraulic stretcher. So everybody about killed themselves trying to lift them people. If I was going to go back into the medical field, I would become a physician assistant. It doesn't take as many years as compared to becoming a doctor. It pays almost as much. You're always in a subordinate position. And since there's always going to be a need for doctors, there will always be a need for the assistants. And then on top of that, you can specialize in surgical, geriatric, you name it. The hard thing is that it is so competitive. But if you can become a physician, you can make some money. You'll make more money than a nurse practitioner. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, if you want to make money, you got to be at the top. Now, one thing is to be a doctor, and then you got to do your pre-med. Then you got to get your pre-med degree. Then you have to, you got to get your, no, I think it's just pre-med. Then you can go into medical school, but then you got to study that crazy test that they got. And then after you do that, after you do your 4 years or whatever it is there, then you got to go do your, that's why I had to go top of the movie. But yeah, I would definitely, it would be a physician's assistant. So now is she? Now wait, but is this in California? Because if it is, I can understand the salary. Because here in Texas, you can make a lot of money as a traveling nurse. They make pretty good bank.
Tiger Mom kind of family?
Oh, well. You do learn a lot of stuff in medical school, though. It is fascinating to learn about the body. Yeah. But that's how it is with some families. Some families are pretty strict. They will they want you to get educated. They want you to have a profession. They don't want you just to have a job, because a job might pay the bills, but it ain't going to cover your life for all your work. You know what I mean? That's why they call it a job and not a career. That's kind of like when people come to me and they hear about what I do and kind of like the money I make, and they're like, "How can I do what you do?" I'm like, "Well, if you ain't already doing what I'm doing, even at a just super low level, you're never going to do it. There's certain fields that you just don't go into for the money because you got to have passion for it to work, right? And then it's like when I give people advice, I'm like, the key to making money is like you got to have a set of skills that are very unique, are in demand, and that nobody else really has. And then I go to tell them, like, well, when you go to freaking McDonald's, how many people can flip a burger? Just about everybody. If you go to the grocery store, who can bag your groceries? Just about everybody. Okay, well, who can represent you in court? Ooh, not that many people. How many people can cut you open and go into your heart? Do an ablation. Very few people, and them are the ones that are making the bank. Unique set of skills that are in demand and ain't nobody else got. That's how it works. That's why it's so weird in this world now that you got these people on Twitch making $500,000 a month playing damn video games. Those are the crazy anomalies. Yeah, see, and that's the other thing. Like there are people who do go to these coding schools, like Code Academy. There's numerous others, and my thing is when I started learning to code, I just, I don't know. I didn't go buy a book. I didn't go take a class. I just obsessed with trying to learn it, and it took me a while. But it's like I figured I had to set up like a dev server, and then I learned how to start writing a little bit of code. And the next thing I'm like, well, then how do you do this? How do you do that? And you had to read up a little bit. Some of the stuff was on the web, but the overall learning, it was just obsession. I was fascinated with the build process. And so when it came to me getting a professional job, I had already built websites. I had already done my thing, right? I knew how to do it. And since I obsessed, is that I knew all the details. They don't teach you all the details in code camps. They teach you the basics of building an app. And so you have people who might understand what code is, or maybe had the builds and stuff, but the problem is they never build anything. So it's like if you don't have any bit of build experience, why is some company going to take a chance at paying you money to code stuff for their $1 million enterprise? It ain't going to happen. Now, we hire people that, they may not have a degree. Hell, they may not even finish high school. But if they can build stuff, they get hired. Yeah, you got to have a passion. You got to have the passion. I have worked on some AI projects, but not in that scope there, Juju.
So you say.
That reminds me of a joke. It's kind of a story.
God.
Okay, y'all, we're going to go down a rabbit hole here. No, you can stay around for this one, love. This is good. All right, y'all ready for this? So this guy was in a horrible accident. He lost his right arm.
Oh, God, I'm walking out.
And the hospital hooked him up with this state-of-the-art prosthetic arm. So, they kind of let him get familiar with it, and they released him. First time he went to town, he had to go pee. So he goes into the restroom to go pee, and he's like, okay, so how do we do this? He's like, okay, arm, unzip pants, and it unzipped his pants. He's like, arm, grab penis, and then it grabs his penis, and he's like, all of a sudden he's like, man, that feels pretty damn good. He's like, arm, jack me off, and then it rips his dick off, and he's like, would you look at that shit? And it stabs him in the eye, and he's like, shit, well, fuck me, and then it puts his own dick up his ass, and that's the joke. It did what he asked. My wife, good gosh. You like that 303? I'm waiting to see what Juju says. This might be up Juju's alley. Oh, come on. He didn't have the ball and you still hit him. Come on. Come on. And we're in that fourth quarter. Man, how much you want to bet this is going to be like a 9-3 game? How much you want to bet? Artificial intelligence is weird, but there is a bias when it comes to artificial intelligence. Is that the 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 I don't know what we want to call it. The item that we're building intelligence to, it only knows what you teach it. So if you have a bias, which everybody has and there always is, that's the problem about artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence has actually been around for a while. It's just we didn't call it artificial intelligence. You know, when you think about an algorithm that just predicts something, that's artificial intelligence to a degree. So you have artificial intelligence and you have what is known as machine learning, but machine learning and artificial intelligence are not the same thing. But even Elon Musk is terrified of AI. Because if computers can get to a point where they can write their own code, make their own thoughts, their own assertions, that crap can get scary. The drone delivery would be cool. At one point, I did want to build a. It's not like a dispatch system, but it would be a system where the drones could do handoffs. Because let's face it, if you have a drone that does one delivery or two delivery, there's a chance that the battery will not be able to make another delivery. So they would need to rendezvous and do some sort of swing to pass the package off. But drones that's going to be super cool. But that also means is that Amazon's going to have more warehouses, which is still fine because Amazon's taken over the world. Yeah, that would be cool if they did that in the sky. That would be cool. You would just have a super big drone, big fans keeping that sucker afloat. It could work. But I think when you see the technology to a point that we can have a warehouse in the sky, that's when you're going to see flying cars. I do think there can be conspiracies, because there's always somebody who rules in power. And if somebody is corrupt in power, they also have the ability to have bad things done. Now, am I like a flat earther? No. Do I think we landed on the moon? That one could be a stretch. But if it did happen, cool. I just find it odd that 50 years has gone by and we haven't been back to the moon.
Why would we go back? Nothing there for us.
Well, you might think there's nothing there, but the technology we have now to know about what it is that we're studying is far advanced. Yes, that's true, Juju. It's kind of like the whole deal in Saudi Arabia with that journalist that got killed. Now it's been proven that the Saudi prince called for that guy's murder. And America ain't doing jack about it. And you're like, well, why?
It's not our problem.
Well, it may not be our problem, but there are people that we're kind of, tied to. And if you take, Vladimir Putin, a lot of people get killed. You funny, did you? I don't know. The Kennedy family was worth $1 billion at the time that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. It's plausible. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you know that the feds have that that you hear about, like people getting RFID chipped. That's gonna be their way of controlling people, and there's no telling.
The next post.
That's funny.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, true. Oh, he did, did you? I'm not too knowledgeable on that, so you'd have to drop some knowledge on me there. Well, if that's the case, then Donald Trump has Addison disease. He just OD'd on it. That's why he's orange. What is this commercial? Did they just spend $1 million on that ad? Burger King, really?
What's with the hair?
Burger King, you didn't get it your way. Whoever these marketing agencies are, fire them. Get a refund, charge back. Hopefully you paid for it with an Amex card. They just need to get Casey Neistat to write their stuff. Casey Neistat has a track history of viral stuff. Heck, that dude got like $100,000 and he blew it in 9 days or something. But he had one of the most viral videos that what Nike ever had. Well, my thing about diseases is like cancer. It's like when if you want to get rid of cancer, you got to get out of America. America has laws against cancer treatment, and countless studies have shown that body temperature therapy murders cancer. It just kills it. Well, like I'm of the opinion that aging itself is a form of cancer. That's the way I look at it. But it doesn't have the genetic properties of cancer. It's different. It doesn't make it's just weird. And they're like, okay, so why do you get 70, 80 to 100 years out of the body? Your stomach lining is only good for 120 years. So it's like, then why do we die? Not all things that get old just die. You know what I mean? That's why I think aging itself is a form of cancer. But cancer, though, I mean, those studies have shown if you get your gut health right, first thing you detox. Second, they do body temperature therapy where they get the body temperature up to 105, 106 degrees. They keep the people hydrated during the treatment. But when you make that body temperature go up like that, the immune system kicks in, which then kills the cancer. That's why when you get sick, you have a fever. The fever is a good thing. It's a good thing, but nobody wants to suffer with the fever. That's why if you get a fever, you're supposed to wrap up in towels or whatever and just sweat it out. You'll be healthier quicker, and you'll have no chance of the relapse. But people don't want to suffer. They don't want the headache. They don't want the fever. When that stuff is happening, your body's doing its best to help itself. But everybody thinks that their body is against them, and your body's not. There's a guy on YouTube named Dr. Bergman. And if you ever have a chance, check out his channel. Super smart dude. He knows his stuff. He did a video talking about how gut health alone can cure 97% of all diseases. Well, Dr. Bergman talked about how there's a chemical that your body produces. It's like he said it was like $40,000 of this one chemical that can kill cancer a day. But the thing about medicine is that they want something scientific. They want it to be a pill. They want it to be a steroid, something that they can just give you and boom, it's done. But the problem is that medicines that are not holistic. If there's not a holistic approach, the actual medicine is what kills your body, anyways. Yeah, let me get the link. I'll get the link for you.
No.
Here we go. Here we go. So we will copy that link. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, oh, Patriots scored.
No, almost scored.
Almost scored. Well, no, he's ahead of us. So if 303 says it happened, then it happened. He's like 20 seconds ahead of us. Yep. Yeah, but check out Dr. Bergman's channel. I'm telling you that. Thing is, when I watch his videos, I end up getting just absorbed, and I just watch them for hours because he goes deep, and I mean deep, into gut health, detoxing, holistic approaches, and super fascinating. And he's got a clinic in California, by the way. Yeah, Juju, I think when you're one of the most famous quarterbacks that ever lived, I think you can land a model.
Well, most guys have wives who are hotter than.
Yeah, no problem. 303. Yeah, check them out though. Super good videos. Okay. All right. The Alexa commercial's good.
Give me one of the headphones.
Oh, it'll be over before the time you get it. I like doing live streams. Uh, I'm no stranger to the live streams, though. I actually had my own live stream service that I've ran. It just became just a crazy expense. Now I've probably done probably 80 to 90 live streams over the past year. Now they're not on YouTube though. I've just recently been doing the YouTube ones, but the ones I had was on my own site. But no, live streams is it is the thing, and I think it's going to be the thing because there's something about being in the moment, in the now, right? And I would love to do my parodies live. I think that'd be fun, but it would take some people and some work to pull that off. Now, what would be kind of fun though is if I could like do like a daily show sort of thing, where it's kind of like the sit down news, but it's like comedic. I think that'd be fun. But it wouldn't be about the news that's in the world. It'd be like, car community or stuff on YouTube. But I like doing the live streams. Live streams is fun. They got 7 minutes to make it work. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that New England's gonna win this. But now, as I say that, watch LA come back and get a freaking touchdown. I don't. NFL would be a hard sport to rig. Outside of the scandals, the Deflate Gate stuff and all that, there's just too many components. It's easier to rig something when there's less moving components. Thank you, my love. My wife did me a big favor and she heated me up some sausage links. Because if you ever come to the Waco, Texas area, video saying players are told. Well, see, the thing is, if they're told to throw, see, that's weird though, because if they were going to throw the game, they would have to be in sync so well, and that's the part I couldn't really believe because humans are prone to error.
Do you need me to drink?
Some more.
What? I'm so
I tell you what was rigged. Did y'all see when Floyd Mayweather fought that guy over in Japan? Oh yeah, Juju, I'm a baller. I get service at my desk.
See, now you gotta go fetch it. What's the magic word?
You're right and I'm wrong.
There we go.
See, I know how to play this deal. Yeah, she's a keeper.
Damn straight.
She is a keeper. I take good care of her. She gets spoiled, but she returns it tenfold. So it's a good deal.
I know, I'm fantastic.
David Van Voorst, you better stay the fuck away from my wife, dude.
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Oh yeah, I do. She's a good one. March will be 10 years of marriage. Oh, and I ain't got to worry about no organic. She'd slap the shit out of organic.
I require this thing called respect.
His thing, organic don't come talking to women in Texas the way he talks to all those others. Moment you show up here in Texas, you call some woman a bitch. I don't care how you using it. You gonna get your fucking teeth smashed. Oh, interception. Amazing.
Rams still have time. They can bring it back.
They got 4 minutes, 17 seconds left in the game.
They can do it.
But organic needs to lay off though, with like on Destroy Gray's grandma,
You don't mess with somebody's grandma or mama.
because I know a little bit about Destroy Gray's life and what his grandma is to that family and to him,
Ew.
and a lot of it is very similar to kind of how I was brought up. So yeah, Destroy Gray's grandmother's a good woman. I think if organic came around here with that damn green beard, he would get laughed the fuck out of town. Yeah, genetics is definitely a key player. Kind of like John Jones. John Jones is one of the best fighters that have ever walked this planet, and his brother's an NFL player too. I mean, good gosh, when his mom and daddy made babies, they made players. I'm telling you. I have not, Juju. No. Oh man. Saw organic benching like 350 pounds, but he only did two of them, so it doesn't count.
Sausage is disgusting.
Now you don't drink distilled water. Now they ain't good for you. You will dehydrate super fast. Now the water we get, it's pure water. We actually buy it in these. How big are those jugs?
5 gallon.
5 gallon jugs, and it's cheaper, lasts longer, still tastes great.
Heck yeah, it does.
Uh oh. Good play.
Your dog is looking at you.
No, I have not heard that, but I have read about how there are companies that when it comes to making those teeth, they use mercury, which is horrible for the body.
Even the coach is pretty. Not as pretty as you, though.
Yeah, that stuff that happened in Flint, that was some scary stuff. That water was filthy. All because some city wanted to save some cash.
How many topics have you all covered by now?
Oh, we've covered a bunch of stuff. Right up the middle.
Oh, no. Come on, Rams.
That run play was good. Hey, I think this is going to play out. Think it's going to stay at 10-3.
Can I have some of the other headphones?
Illegal use of hands is what they should charge Mr. Organic with when he did that video of him swinging on that dummy. Yeah. All up in that face mask. Gee, I saw a few F-bombs from that coach. You could read them lips. think I saw an F and a Jesus Christ in that statement. He's like, what's going on? Bum, 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 bum.
Good job. Has there been any fights this game?
No.
It's the most important part of the football game.
Yeah, no washing dishes for me.
This is bull. It's not that I care about who wins. I just want the Patriots to lose.
Oh, God. Here we go. Another T-Mobile commercial.
Hey, this one could be better.
Oh, my word. T-Mobile.
That one was a bad.
Okay, the CEO should resign after this one. This is like the third bad commercial. Whoever the CEO is of T-Mobile, you must resign. We will put the political pressure on you through the social media power sphere. I mean, I'm glad you got my phone right down, but since you can't do these videos, somebody's got to pay. I don't want your rates going up because you did some bad commercials. Really, they're showing Oklahoma City. Oh my gosh, that was 20 years ago. Yeah, Kia's was pretty good. But I'm telling you, there's going to be people who are going to be putting that Kia through 4 feet of water and they're going to drown. Knowing keeps us free. Okay, well we know. Well,
Post is owned by private parties.
well, yeah, the Washington Post is owned by Mr. Motherfucking Jeff Bezos, that rich motherfucker that we saw earlier at the football game. The $130 billion man. Wait. He ain't worth $130 billion no more. He's getting a divorce. He's easily worth 75.
But you know she's not getting half.
Oh no, she'll get half. Because she was with him in the early days. She will get the half.
Oh man.
But could you imagine being so rich that even if you got divorced, you're still the richest man on the planet?
But that means she's not richest woman, probably.
That's like when Ralphie May lost all that weight. He lost all that weight, and he was still one of the fattest motherfuckers on the planet. Rest in peace, Ralphie May. Love you, man. He was as big as Ralphie May, June and July, said Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah, that's true, 303. Yep, they're short. Yep. He was on his right hip. He is short. Yep. Really, they're going to have to bring those stupid chains out to measure it, and they're using all this technology to show us the line. It's inches. In inches. It was just inches.
Hey, every inch matters to a guy.
Yeah, every inch matters to us dudes. Yeah, I missed the Hellcat. The Hellcat was that car was a lot of fun. You felt alive when you drove that thing, but you could only drive it, in a straight line. But I can tell you though, man, but that car, the power was just instant. There was no wind up. It wasn't like a Lamborghini. When you hit the gas, the thing just went. Well, I tell you one thing. I do kind of hope that this whole Dodge Angel thing comes out because I'd be curious to see what. Because I originally wanted the Charger Hellcat. I didn't want the Challenger. Challenger was all that the dealership had. But if they came out with a Dodge Angel that had that dang Hellafin engine, shoot, I,
Yeah,
I don't know. That'd be a hard one to pass up
I might agree to that one.
because trust me, if Dodge comes out with like a really really badass car, they bring the Viper back. I'm telling you, I'm getting me one of them cars. I used to have a motorbike. I had a 2010 2011 Honda Goldwing that I traded in on the Hellcat. And the Goldwing, see, the thing is, it's like, oh wait, see what happens here. Oh, he got the field goal, man.
No.
But like how the Hellcat is it's a different experience. The motorcycles was a different experience. I mean, you really felt alive when you rode a motorcycle. And I tell my wife, I said it was weird. It was like therapeutic. It's something about just being exposed to all those elements. Something therapeutic, but I do miss it. But I'm telling you, I've seen my share of motorcycle accidents. Not me personally as a rider, but as an EMT, and I can tell you, motorcycle wrecks will fuck you up. Seen tib fib fractures, exposed ankle injuries. Shit gets crazy. And a paramedic friend of mine had to deal with a motorcycle wreck that severed the guy's leg off.
You just hit the old guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they could.
Not anymore, they can't.
I don't know if they could get 10 points in 1 minute 12 seconds of playtime.
Nope.
So what is you hope that you got a really good kicker who could kick like an 80-yard field goal, and then you do the onside kick and hope you can get the conversion.
That would be fantastic.
1 minute 6. Do what?
Are they even trying anymore?
Well, I imagine he's trying. better call a timeout. Oh, they're going to hustle and play it. Okay. Spike that shit. Spike it. $33 seconds. He's going left. What kind of...
What the hell? Take a knee at this point.
Oh, wow. What a catch. Timeout if you got the chance.
Yeah, timeout. Call it.
Oh, no. I guess they must be out of timeouts. I haven't been keeping up with that. Spike it. There you go. Yeah, 8 seconds. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to field goal it.
Only chance they have at 8 seconds. I'm gonna get in your shot. Sorry.
Missed. He hooked a left. Well, Tom Brady, you are a champion again, motherfucker.
This is bullshit.
Oh, did it get tapped? I thought I saw a hand hit it. Oh, no, you're good, 303. Gee, I wonder what they're going to do. I bet he goes long. They should make a rule where you can't win by knee. Make these fuckers play.
That was disappointing.
That's what she said. Oh! Man, where did she pop out from? It was like crowd, bam, there she was.
Aw.
I will give Brady credit. He's a little classy. You know, he's a classy dude. I guess it's easy to be classy and when you whoop they ass. Come on. Think about if Mr. Organic was the quarterback. He'd win the game. Be like, man, fuck you, bitch. I kicked your ass. You're welcome, 303. It's good times, buddy. Good times.
Somebody has to find you funny.
Yeah, somebody's got to find me funny. Look at all them Canon cameras. There's at least $500,000 in Canon cameras there. I'm seeing 5,000 here, 7,000 there. Edelman looks like Jeremy Stevens from the UFC just with a bigger beard.
Jeez.
Man, I should have been in the boom mic business. I'd have had a job. Man, everybody be pushing. Got to get that shot. Look at all these white men complaining. He's bumping me. I can't get my shot. Look at this guy. When you see the thumbs go up and they point back, he's complaining.
White men are good at bitching. What's with the Disney World sign?
Well, we can know what everybody does to get their Canon cameras to look like everybody else's. Look at all them Canon cameras. Ain't nothing like hugging a billionaire, you know what I mean? You just hope when he hugs you back, he puts some money in your shorts. Good job, son.
When the billionaire reaching his hand into your shorts?
I'm telling you, it's probably what he did. That billionaire's like, you might be Tom Brady, but I own you, bitch. You're mine. When you want to renew, I'm the one that pays that bill, son. Here's $100,000 slap on the butt, slide it in your butt cheek.
Wow, that was vivid.
That was vivid. You know they got that relationship. I bet he has Tom Brady come in there give him massages. He's like, I want a massage from a real person, a real champ. Rub me down, Tom. Don't deflate me. Your look on your face. Yeah, y'all up in my personal space. See?
Every post-game interview, it's the same talk.
That's what Bill Burr says.
Like, I want
to take my pain sponsors. One thank God. One of
303. He counts the looks that I give him every day. There's usually multiple ones.
I need to see when she's in my videos. I need to put a little counter, like look number 1. Ding, ding, ding. We ain't even 30 seconds in, and you done looked at me 7 times. Like I can't believe you said it.
If you had to be married to you two, you'd do the same thing.
Man, heck, Tom Brady, if he gets a number 7, he'd be the Richard Petty of the NFL. That's right. I threw a NASCAR reference on a football game. Because I go back in time. There goes about $500,000 in fuel and them jets flying over. I used to write marketing proposals back in the day for some NASCAR team. I was chasing them sponsorship dollars because I would have got 20%. Wouldn't need the super chat. Well, man. Well, favorite driver all time, Dale Earnhardt Sr. May he rest in peace. Died at Daytona. I remember that race very, very well. Huh? Okay, that Toy Story. That's a commercial. That's how you do it. Pixar, you got your shit together. Make sure you sell your services to T-Mobile. Yeah, that's right. Because Sterling Martin was the one that gave him that little tap there and nearly turn number 4 at Daytona, put Dale in the wall. But Dale Earnhardt would be alive today if he actually had his seat belts mounted correctly. That was what killed Earnhardt. Seatbelt broke and he ate the steering wheel. And when you do that, at, I don't know, 190 miles an hour, you're going to die. Physics aren't your friend. Wait, she just went into there with a fanny pack and some nuts?
Fanny packs are cool.
I know. Hey, Joe Rogan wears a fanny pack, and I will not say shit to him because he will choke me unconscious with my own pinky finger. You think Chuck Norris is a motherfucker? No, get Joe Rogan on your ass. He will choke you unconscious. Did you see when he had that troll that challenged him and he tapped that motherfucker out? Joe Rogan's 50 years old, and he's going to be a stud when he's 80.
Hell yeah.
He'll be arm barring motherfuckers at the assisted living. Like, bitch, give me coke money. You're gonna be snapping arms, breaking hips, because Joe Rogan's the shit. Man, we coming up on 4 hours of this stream. 4 hours, man. That is a record for my longest stream. I think my longest stream ever before that was 3 hours.
You're good at this stuff, though.
Doing these live streams is fun. Especially when the trolls show up and you find out that troll's the little bitch that you called out early and you roasted, and he turns out he got 40 accounts. Because that's like the king of sad. That's like having 40 disguises because you get banned from Walmart. Know what I'm saying? I can't go in there with my man bun today. Gonna go in there wearing a fake stash tomorrow. Well, I mean, the restrictor plate stuff is what made them races so dang tight. You had the packs of cars, and Dale Earnhardt was the king of that restrictor plate. But the thing about those engines is that you had to be running. If you were idling that thing, you will risk burning holes in the pistons. All right, 303. Well, it's been nearly 4 hours. Game's over. Patriots won it. Damn you, Tom Brady. You greatest of all time, bitch. Motherfucker. That's right, I just went organic on his ass.
Please don't.
Now I'm going to go generic. Please don't sue me for saying this shit about you, Tom Brady. Just keep that ball flated. You be doing good. Be doing good, son. Doing good, son. Don't be putting that sticky shit on your hand. Don't be rubbing your man juice trying to get some sticky out of it. That's right, I went there. All right. Well, I am signing off. I will leave this stream up for the rest of my life. It's good talking to you, 303. It was good talking to everybody else who hopped in the stream and had a good time. I had a good time. We're going to do more of these. I know it may not be comedic car stuff or parodies, but it's the Super Bowl. Dang it. So, for me and my beautiful wife, we are signing off. Have a great rest of your day. Hope your weeks go well, and we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.